All present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the pledge.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and every day you give us. As we gather tonight, let us take a moment to reflect on the shared responsibility we hold for the well-being of our community. Let us remain mindful of the diverse voices and needs across our city. May our decisions tonight strengthen our neighborhoods, support our families, and foster a community where everyone can thrive. In your name we pray.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the minutes, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the minutes of the regular meeting held on May 19, 2026 be approved as printed.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. All right, under communication, I do have one proclamation this evening. Whereas each June, our nation lifts its sights to the flag that has watched over us since the days of our founding. In those broad stripes and bright stars, we see the arc of the American story, from a handful of colonies to 50 states, united and free. And whereas when a proud patriots take up the fight for independence, they came together under a standard that showed their common cause. When the wounds of civil war were still fresh and our country walked the long road to Reconstruction, our people found hope in a banner that testified to the strength of our Union. Wherever our American journey has taken us, whether on that unending path to the mountaintop or high above into the reaches of space, Old Glory has followed, reminding us of the rights and responsibilities we share as citizens. And whereas we celebrate that legacy and we honor the brave men and women who have secured it through centuries of service at home and abroad, let us raise our flags high, from small town storefronts to duty stations stretched around the globe, and let us look to them once more as we press on in the march toward a more perfect union. And whereas to commemorate the adoption of our flag, the Congress, by joint resolution, approved August 3rd, 1949, as amended, designated June 14th of each year as Flag Day, and requested that the President issue an annual proclamation calling for its observance and for the display of the flag of the United States on all federal government buildings. The Congress also requested, by joint resolution, approved June 9th, 1966, as amended, that the President annually issue a proclamation designating the week in which June 14th occurs as National Flag Week and call upon citizens of the United States to display the flag during that week. Now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, do hereby recognize June 14th, 2026, as Flag Day in the City of East Peoria, and the week beginning June 14th, 2026, as National Flag Week, and urge all citizens to observe Flag Day by displaying the flag of the United States of America. And I think the proclamation speaks for itself. And it's an honor to read that proclamation every year. And I hope people proudly display their flags, not just June 14th, but hopefully every day that weather permits. Public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on an agenda item? I'm seeing no one. Very good. Consent agenda. Commissioner Hill, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a consent agenda consisting of items numbered 1 through 5. Item number 1, adoption of resolution number 2627-026, resolution to approve payment of the schedule of bills listed on schedule number 2 in the amount of $534,169.09. Item number 2, adoption of resolution number 2627-009 on second reading, resolution approving Laserfish software licensing renewal for the city with ICC Community Development Solutions. Item number 3, adoption of resolution number 2627-011 on second reading, Resolution to approve contract with United Contractors Midwest for the Grange Road Improvement Project near intersection with US Route 24. Item number 4, adoption of resolution number 2627-012 on second reading. Resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 2027 Mack tandem dump truck from Vanguard Truck Center with installed equipment from Koenig Body and Equipment, Inc. for the city's streets department. Item number 5, adoption of resolution number 2627-013 on second reading. Resolution authorizing and directing the payment of invoice from Vermeer Sales and Service of Central Illinois, Inc. for the rental of a bore rig for the emergency repair of water main located on Sabrina Drive in the amount of $26,900 as listed on the agenda for this meeting to be considered by omnibus vote.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Decker, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that items numbered 1 through 5 listed on the consent agenda be hereby approved and adopted, and the items numbered 2 through 5, having been read once by their title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Mingus, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
I have one item tonight. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-024, resolution accepting lowest responsible bid from Autobahn Company, Inc. for the Conference Center Drive Sidewalk Improvement Project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-024 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Mingus?
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Okay. This one's pretty easy. We've talked about it for quite a few meetings. The Hampton Inn was building a new hotel on the riverfront. And in part of our development agreement, we agreed to finish lot 6 and 7 and create a walkway over to a sidewalk which they installed. So this project involves a walkway going over to Logan and then connecting what's currently disconnected, the new sidewalk put in by the Hampton Inn will connect it up to Tractor Drive. So in this, we had the overview there said Autobahn. We received 5 different bids. We had C&G Concrete Construction Company at $231,301. Opperly Construction, $168,848.65. UCM at $252,621.49. And Illinois Civil Contractors, Inc., $170,818.43, with the winning bid from Autobahn at $154,200. So that's what we have on the table. Finish out a nice part of our development. I noticed the road work in Lot 6 and 7 has been going on this week. So when it's done, it'll be a very beautiful improvement to the riverfront area.
Sure will. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Your Honor, that completes it for me
All
tonight.
right. Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Commissioner Decker?
Nothing for me, Mayor.
Very good, sir. Commissioner Sutherland?
I'm loaded up tonight. I
Yes,
think
you
I
are.
have 7 items. Okay, let's get to it. First item, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-023, resolution approving Fifth Amendment to Master Service Agreement with Hare Construction, Inc. for the water main installation service during 2026-2027 fiscal year be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution 2627-023 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Basically, we hired Hare for as needed during problems, and we used them last year up by Armstrong School when we had a sewer main break, and we were busy on other things. Not that our guys couldn't have handled it, but they had specialized dump trucks that were four-wheel drive, and they had equipment that we would have had to have rent nearly everything that they had on the job site, because we did not, I don't believe, had a piece of equipment similar to what they used to do the repairs. So they are a little bit more expensive than us doing it ourselves, but not when you start throwing in all the rentals and stuff like that. It was very economical to hire them, and so I'm glad they're still on board with us.
Yeah, so, the proposal, did you list I guess we don't have a dollar amount listed. There's an exhibit that breaks down the cost by operators and equipment.
Yeah, and
So,
equipment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty technical. I mean, when we bid this out like 4 or 5 years ago, it's just a rollover every year.
Yep,
But when the labor prices go up, our labor prices go up. When equipment prices and fuel prices go up, ours go up too. And it's well in line with
Very good.
everything.
very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-015, a resolution authorizing and approving the upfitting of the new water service truck with a service body by PAFCO truck bodies be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-015 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Normally, when the city buys our trucks, the way they've been going lately, of which is above my pay grade, I do not understand it, that we will go to a local truck dealership and they will buy a truck for us from a pool, and the pool normally is from St. Louis, and they have the corner on truck bed bodies and fleet trucks compared to local vendors. And this time, I believe we bought our truck at Uftring, and we are having a local body company that works in East Peoria do our bodies for us, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, and the cost of the body is $18,633.
Yeah, I didn't mention that, did I?
That's okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-016, resolution approving and accepting the proposal from Foremost Industrial Technologies for the Centennial Water Treatment Plant Pumps Variable Frequency Drive Upgrade Project be approved. That was a mouthful. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-016 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, here's here's what was written about this little project here. To improve energy efficiency and reduce wear and tear on the equipment, we are upgrading the VFDs on our pumps to the Centennial Water Treatment Plant. This project is part of an Ameren rebate program, and we will be refunded a large portion of the expenses for this project. And it's coming in at $17,282.68.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-017, resolution approving and accepting the proposal from Maurer Stutz, Inc. for the new water treatment plant groundwater development planning study project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-017 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Okay. Before PFAS was an item, when I first came up here 6 years ago, something, they took me down to the water treatment plant and was showing me all of the things that were going on in there, and it was hard to get parts for, hard to replace filters. It was top of the line decades ago, and now it's pretty much not. And so since PFAS has come aboard, I believe that we're going to build a water treatment plant to filter the PFAS out to where the city of East Peoria from that well system won't have any problems, or very few problems, if I'm not overstepping my bounds here in my memory. And this study to do this is $27,000.
You actually hit the head on the nail. It's the purpose of the study. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-018, resolution authorizing and directing the payment of invoice from Core and Main LP for purchase of a pipe and materials for the emergency repair of water main located on Sabrina Drive in the amount of $18,065.40 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-018 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, at the beginning of this meeting, I think it was $26,000 for the rental of the boring machine to put in $18,065 worth of pipe. So there was $40,000 in equipment and pipe. I think there's a fire hydrant or two involved, if I'm not mistaken. And that does not include labor, which is we're already paying for on a daily basis because it was our own guys that ran this. I'm very proud of them. They did a very good job.
Yes, they did. It was an emergency repair, and they did a great job. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that Resolution Number 2627-019, a resolution approving the purchase of chemicals from Hawkins, Inc. for the city's water, wastewater department, and water for the water and wastewater treatment plants for fiscal year 2026-2027 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-019 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Last fiscal year, we spent $260,522 on chemicals to properly operate these plants. In order to streamline the accounts payable process and ensure timely payments, a blanket PO to cover these costs needs to be approved. And that is, the blanket cost for approval is for $260,100. In other words, it's something we're not going to have to vote on every month, I
Yeah.
believe is the process.
Yeah, and lock our prices in, hopefully. So, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
It's okay. I should have been paying more attention. Guys, this is my last one.
Making this meeting last forever, Commissioner.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that Resolution Number 2627-025, resolution approving the purchase of replacement water meters from Midwest Meter, Inc. for the city's water department for fiscal year 2026-2027 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-025 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay. The city water meters are reaching the end of their life and require replacement. We propose replacing 1/4 of our meters this year for a budgeted cost of $550,000. The batteries and the technology of these meters are getting better and better and better, and I think these meters lasted nearly 20 years, something like that. And this next generation of meters that we're purchasing right now, the life and the battery should be extended beyond that 20 years if you believe everything that you read. And like it said, it was $550,000 for this year.
Very good. Any discussion?
I've got just a question.
Yeah.
Seems like we just approved purchasing meters at a previous meeting. Are we buying them in batches or?
No, this is, so these meters, and I believe we'll have an exhibit that'll go out to walk you through because it's various sizes. So these are different than,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought we just approved
No,
some
these are,
meters, meeting or
this is
so.
completely different. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye,
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
I am done.
Very good, thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mingus?
3 items tonight, Your Honor. First item, resolution number 2627-020, resolution authorizing a temporary increase in the number of sergeants in the East Peoria Police Department. Whereas Title I, Chapter 3, Section 7.1 of the East Peoria City Code authorizes the City Council to determine from time to time by resolution the number of individuals to hold each rank on the East Peoria Police Department. And whereas in March 2026, City Council approved an increase in the number of patrolmen in the police department by 1 to a total of 41 due to an extended military deployment of a sworn officer in the police department. And whereas in anticipation of a pending retirement of a sergeant in the police department, the city seek to maintain the increase in number of the sergeants in the police department at 8 as established by resolution in March 2026. And whereas the number of sergeants will decrease back to 7 upon the retirement of the retiring police sergeant. And whereas it is in the best interest of the city to maintain the increase in number of those holding the rank of sergeant at a total of 8, with such number of sergeants to decrease to a total of 7 among the retirement of the retiring police sergeant. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, effective immediately, the Police Department of the City of East Peoria shall consist of the following personnel: 1 police chief, 2 deputy chiefs, 8 sergeants, 41 patrolmen. Section 2, the police chief is hereby authorized and directed to notify the Police and Fire Commission of the temporary increase in sergeants. Section 3 is set forth in Resolution Number 2526-127, effective after the anticipated return of the sworn officer from military deployment. The number of patrolmen in the Police Department of the City of East Peoria shall consist of 40 patrolmen through attrition. Section 4, effective after the retirement of the retiring police sergeant, the number of sergeants in the Police Department of the City of East Peoria shall consist of the 7 sergeants. Section 5, further effective after the retirement of the retiring police sergeant and anticipated return of the sworn officer from military deployment, the Police Department in the City of East Peoria shall consist of the following personnel through attrition: 1 police chief, 2 deputy chiefs, 7 sergeants, 40 patrolmen. This resolution shall supersede all prior resolutions adopted by the City Council regarding the number of individuals who hold each rank in the East Peoria Police Department. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-020 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Decker?
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. That is a very long-winded way of saying that we have a retirement of a sergeant. As we've done with both police and fire, we're going to go ahead and hire that replacement or try to get that replacement on board sooner than later.
Promote somebody.
Or, I'm sorry, yes, promote somebody sooner than later so that that person can be trained and ready to go when that position becomes a permanent position. And so really, that is what that's about.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Second item, night, Your Honor, Resolution 2627-021, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that Resolution Number 2627-021, resolution approving contribution of $15,000 for Red, White, and Boom July 4th fireworks be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you this Resolution Number 2627-021 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Unlike my first one, this one couldn't be more clear and more self-explanatory. It is $15,000 for the July 4th fireworks that will take place on our riverfront.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Last item tonight, Your Honor, is very similar, or at least along the same lines. Resolution 2627-022. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that a permit for public exhibition of fireworks be held on July 4th, 2026, rain date July 5th, 2026, to Midwest Communications Pyrotechnico Fireworks, Inc., in connection with the 4th of July fireworks, Red, White, and Boom in East Peoria, Illinois. Be it further resolved that the $30 license fee required by Section 3-4-6 of the City Code be hereby waived, and that this resolution number 2627-022 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
This is just the, I guess, the what we have to do, the permit, in order to have the fireworks that we do every year.
Yeah, put them out on the barge, right in between Peoria and East Peoria. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Wow, you guys whipped through the agenda tonight. That was,
Except for one of us.
yeah. Well, now, in fairness, he's not used to getting more than 1 or 2 items. Anyway,
Come on.
public comment. By the way, your mic math was a little off. You've sat in that seat for 7 years. Yeah. You shorted yourself a year.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway, public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on a non-agenda item? Please step forward. Yes, ma'am. Please. Here. Oh, you have to. It's being recorded, if you don't mind. It's being recorded on TV. Okay, no problem, no pressure. We get it. Not everyone likes walking up to the mic, so. Oh, okay. Well, we'll catch you afterwards. All right, no public comment. Comments from the council. Commissioner Decker.
Couple quick things, Mayor. First of all, you'll notice we have quite a few road repairs going on right now. The repairs that are being done on East Washington, the railroad crossing, like right at camp, across the street from Carl's Bakery area, that's not a City of East Peoria project. It's affecting a lot of people. I've had some questions about it, but it's not our project. It's IDOT project, and I'm sure the railroad companies as well. But we are going to be doing quite a bit this year. Talking with Brett this afternoon, quick, dirty number estimates, around $2.6 million worth of repairs, 1.5 MFT, 1.1 from general fund. Really proud of that, proud of the work that's going to be done. But as I said the last couple of years, be patient when you come across the workers. They're doing their job, they're doing it well. There will be some inconvenience, but when you put together large projects like that, I mean, it's a, I hate to say necessary evil, it's a good inconvenience, because you know the final product will be really nice. So we're looking forward to that being done. A lot of things you're going to see throughout the summer, though. A lot of areas that we're going to improve. I did want to talk, Commissioner brought up the garbage issues the toter issues last meeting. So afterwards, I talked with Brett Tucker about some of the things we can look at, ways we can improve. But first of all, there is a system in place. I just wanted everybody to know that if there is damage to your toter that you believe is done due to something that the driver did, please call Public Works and ask us. We do have a system, and I've not gotten involved personally because that should not be a political decision. It shouldn't be like a friend type decision. It should be based on facts, based on just evidence of what happened. And if it is our responsibility, then absolutely we do want to take care of it. A couple things though, when we look at some of the factors, they look at the age of the can, where the can was purchased from, because if it was purchased from us, we still have a few of those out there. We're getting close to that though, because it's got to be what is probably 7 years ago that decision was made. So there's still probably 3 years or so worth of cans that might still fall under that warranty. But and also the circumstances that surrounded what happened. We do still have a group of toters that are still left over that we've kept. We've replaced some, we've repaired some, but it's important for us to keep some like that just so we are able to repair or replace when a problem does arise. Because whenever we have new drivers or a driver that's not used to that, it's inevitable that we're going to have issues here and there. But I don't interfere in decisions like that, because I don't, like I said, I don't think that should be a political decision. I think it should be based on facts, and I give full support to our superintendent and our foreman and Brandy, who works in the office. I think they do a great job of making those decisions. If you ever feel that a decision was made though incorrectly, feel free to reach out. We'll take a look at it just to see what we can do, if anything. But I did want to say something. After, I think within the last couple of meetings, a post was made about, asking the public when they put their toters out to do so about 5 foot or so away from each other, whether it be away from another toter, away from cars, away from buildings, fences, stuff like that. Because when that arm comes down and grabs a hold of the toter, we want to make sure that it doesn't hit anything else, do any damage. But unfortunately, and this is what a lot of my conversation with Brett was about today, that on social media, those comments turned pretty negative. They said some things that, I don't know. I'm pretty defensive of our workers because they do a really good job. There are some things that was said about them that I don't appreciate, just because it turned into a complaint session. And what I will say is this: we don't have lazy drivers. We have very hard-working, great, dedicated workers that work for East Peoria, and it bothered me to hear that. So So I wanted to just address that tonight, that whenever I hear things like that, these are real people. They take pride in the city, and they do a lot of good work. They have a lot of effort. But a couple things maybe that I wanted to clear up because, well, it might give the impression that they're not doing something you shouldn't. Really, it's on me. We have a policy that we do not want them to get out of their vehicle unless there is a mess that was made because of when they lifted it, something happened and caused garbage to go on the road or on the sidewalk. We'll support them jumping out there and cleaning that up. Or if they have to put a tag onto a toter, we support that as well. But the reason that we don't want them to get out of their truck and do some of the things that maybe you had seen in the past is a couple. First of all, workman's comp claims. We want to limit the exposure or the potential for somebody to get hurt. I mean, especially in winter or bad weather, the potential for someone to slip as they're getting out of it. It's rough conditions, and we want them to be focused, stay in the vehicle as much as possible. So that decision for them to not get out of the truck, it's on us, and it's all about their safety. Whenever they get out, they're taking a risk of being out, obviously on the side of the road, but it's just something that really falls back on us decision makers to if you are upset about that, call me. I did want to say too, we've done 2 times now where we've looked at our garbage service and we've dissected it to make sure that one, we're to figure out how much it's costing us, how much it's costing the taxpayers, and to make sure that it is as responsible financially as it should be. So we've done that twice, and each time we found a couple things. We found one, that we are as inexpensive or less expensive than other services around, and we're proud of that. The reason is our drivers have large routes, sometimes very busy routes that they get from spot to spot, but we do a good job of keeping those costs as low as possible. But 2, I've learned that the community really supports the service that we have. And in past, when we have brought it up, I've received comments from people saying, "Well, you're not thinking about this company or that company." Well, I support looking at that sometimes because I think we should always sharpen our pencils and make sure that we're doing the things that we should be doing. But I've appreciated the support that our solid waste and recycling services have gotten from the public. That it really shows the appreciation for the dedication of the employees. But I did want to just kind of point out to everybody, so just typical tax bill. I looked at mine, so I didn't want to put it on anybody else. My total tax bill for my house, my property, is about $4,600. And of that, $524 comes to the city of East Peoria. Now that's higher than some, less than others. But the reason I bring that up is my entire East Peoria tax bill is $524. We have a gentleman that works for the city of East Peoria, lives outside of the city of East Peoria, and has to pay for garbage service, and he pays $130 every 3 months. Now, I rate that as compared to mine, and I would be spending about the same amount of money. I think it comes to $520 for $130 every 3 months. I think that comes to $520. If I were to have that same thing. So my entire city portion of my taxes would be eaten up just in garbage costs. So someone would say, well, how do you do that? Well, we do it is because we've been so successful. I mean, fortunately, we've been successful financially with our business districts and the sales tax that have come back to the city. And I'm really thankful for just the great success that our city's had. I really think that we've just been very fortunate. But I wanted to point that out because our garbage service is something that is, we try to keep, we never want to charge for it, if at all possible, charge any more than just what we have in our taxes. So I just kind of wanted to point it out. I 100% am supportive if we damage somebody's can and it is of negligence of ours And, you know, Commissioner and I have talked about this, and we agree. If we've done something that causes damage, we will replace it, we'll stand by it. But if not, I support the decision makers in Public Works to make those decisions that, no, this can is too old, this can is outside of warranty, or just whatever decision they make. So I wanted to bring all those things up and then say, I'm happy to have a continued conversation about this. One thing I did years ago, I've done it twice, and it's like I got an education each time I did it, was to ride along with the garbage crew. And that it's something for me, it really opened my eyes to some of the things I saw, some of the problems that they encounter. And so, as you can tell, I've talked about this quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, but I just wanted to bring this out, that I'm appreciative of what they do. I commend Commissioner of what he brought up last meeting, and I don't disagree with what he said, but just walked away from that meeting, wanted to kind of clear up a couple of those things. One being that I said that we don't have a line item that supports us paying for toters, and that is true, except we do have a vehicle that if we've done something, we can pay for it, we can take care of it. So just let us know, we'll take a look at it. But anyway, that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Commissioner, I think that's also on video, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
The dump trucks are on video, so if somebody thinks that their trash can has been abused, we have it on video.
I believe so.
Yes.
I have to check on that, if each one is, or how the video is positioned. I know we have timestamp, which and that's been important a few times where people have said that, oh, your truck didn't come down my street. We're able to show that it has been on the street and about what time it was. So yeah, a lot of those things are, I have to check on the video though. You could be right about that.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Hill.
Well, thanks to Commissioner Decker, I went from one item to four. Let's see, which one? Oh, because one of the points that he pointed out, I also saw the very negative comments. Mine will be pretty quick. Negative comments, and the one thing that Commissioner Deckard said, they are doing the job that's been prescribed by us. You know, when I saw those, that was the exact feeling that I thought needed to be communicated. Now the tax bill, because I don't want anybody to be confused when Commissioner Decker read his tax property, city tax dollar amount, because somebody's going to immediately say, whoa, I know, I can see it already. That was the city's line item. So there's 9 other taxing bodies that make up your total tax bill. So, because we pointed to that many times when we talk about holding our tax rate flat for pretty much 30 years. It's been what it has been. Yes, your assessed values go up, which affect your tax bill, and you have 9 other taxing bodies. And one thing that may or may not be clear, garbage is not included in your tax property. So when you make the statement that my garbage is covered, it is not. The city is paying for your tax property bill pays for some big ticket items, but it does not pay for just about any expense in the city and the city's operation. So with that, let's see. Cedar Street Bridge is closed. Now that's a pain. Commissioner Decker didn't
Traffic
mention
is
that
terrible
one.
down
Yeah, it
here.
is.
Yep.
Keep that in mind moving forward. It was backed up out here all day.
Yep, the Camp Street one impacts me every day. I drive up to it and think, damn, I forgot to go the shorter route. So, brings me to my one item I had on my list, and you know what it is. Farmers Market, this Friday, it opens up. It's going to be right out here. You know, you can't tell, I'm looking out to my right. It's going to be out here in Levy Park. It's a pretty exciting group of vendors that have signed up. They're not all going to be there in any given week. A lot of them are we call weekly, so they're going to come and go. We might have a smaller group in some weeks and larger in others. There's one guy that I know, a sign maker that's supposed to show up tomorrow that's will not be at any other markets possibly. He just signed up for one week. So there's a lot of those. There's some drinks. There's some interesting, actually we've got interest by several farmers. So that'd be a change, because usually we've had one or two, and so right now we've got several interested. The products won't be in until really later June, but more people coming every day, so it's going to be an interesting group. Most of them are new, so it's going to be out here. It's going to be a new venue. Come down 4 to 7, and if there's any vendors still looking to jump in, there's still room. You can go out to our city website, find down under the farmers market, and fill out the online application, and you'll be notified very shortly after it comes in. It comes in immediately sent to myself and the soon-to-be farmers market coordinator, Cassie, will get it instantly, and usually is very good on responding back. And we accept weeklies, which means you can contact us. It'll be her. And pretty late in the week sometimes, and be in that same Friday. So it starts this Friday, every Friday from 4 to 7, and hope to see everybody down there.
Very good, Commissioner. Thank you. Commissioner Sutherland.
I got a couple things. My phrase for today is professional courtesy. It's kind of like the phrase common sense. It's not a legal terminology, but it's something that guides us in our world. And the EPA has absolutely no professional courtesy as far as I'm concerned, or common sense. We had to reapply for water permits that we just applied for a few months ago to get ready for this spring. And the EPA, which has had no rule changes, no changes at all that I am aware of and I've asked, and we had to reapply again. Now, I heard that it's back and it's here, but why? What are we going to do wrong? We have engineers involved. Why would some little snot-nosed college graduate that's got a job at the EPA stop a city from doing its job? I don't understand it, but it's going on. This is just, it's a crazy state we live in. I'm done.
That's an understatement. All right. Thank you, sir. Not that you're done. Your comment. Anyway, thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mingus.
I have nothing tonight.
Wow. Okay. So that leaves me. So I don't know about anyone else, but I'm super excited to read the 3,551 pages that were crammed through once again at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night on the 11th hour of the last day to pass a budget. I say that because shame on this state for how we do business. And for anybody out there to defend the majority party in this state and how they operate, they suspend their own rules. And I say this, and I'm going to be very critical, and probably the older I get, the more direct I'm going to be about this, because it's shameful. I look at this city council. Let's put this in perspective. We begin budget discussions in January, each year in January. We break them down. We have operating and we have capital. We walk through that process, all of us included, department heads, a lot of time and effort to go into a budget that equates to not quite $90 million a year. So we operate on a balanced budget. We've done it every single year. The state is mandated to operate on a balanced budget, which they would sit there and tell you it's balanced. Well, it's balanced because is what you find after you read the 3,551 pages, I'm pretty sure are new taxes and fees. And guess who gets stuck figuring out how to operate with unfunded mandates? Your local government. This is so ridiculous, and it's time to start holding people accountable for how we do business in this state. And for anyone to defend this, and I get it, you know, people have their own little special interests. That's all they give two flying craps about, as long as their little pet project makes it through. And the rest of us are left holding the bag, especially at the local level. I reached out to all 3 state representatives and all 3 state senators, and I shared my concerns. And I appreciate the response I got from most of them, which was, we try to do our part, but their hands are tied when it comes down to Springfield. But I say this because we go through a 3 to 4 month process to ensure our residents that the 5 of us sitting up here, when we sign our name on that budget, we've done our part to make sure that we meet the needs of our city and we're fiscally responsible. There is no excuse for how this state operates. And it sure as hell is not an example on a national level on how we should be doing business. It's quite the opposite. I would venture to say everything this state does in Springfield, every other state should do opposite. And I say that from a sustainability standpoint. But a lot of the garbage in that budget, I will tell you, isn't just new taxes and fees. I can promise you there is stuff in that budget that the governor's going to sign that preempts local authority. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. They're taking away our ability to govern our own communities when we have the best feel on our communities of anybody. I don't need anyone in Springfield telling me what I should or shouldn't be doing in East Peoria. We're elected by the people here. We represent the needs of the people here. And I think we do a very, very good job. But I got to tell you, it's getting more and more frustrating and harder for people to serve, good people to serve at the local level because of the crap that goes on down there. So, anyway, when I said your comment was an understatement, now you understand why I said that. Anyway, enough said. I'll get off my high horse. I seek a motion to adjourn.
I was just
Yes,
saying, I
sir.
got one thing to add that's been building with me, that for the last 3 years, and I believe there was a reference, the governor and I'm going to blame the governor, has been stealing from the motor fuel tax funds
Sweeping funds, yeah.
to shore up other funds. And again, this year, it was announced as part of this budget discussion, but for the last 3 years, and what did he do when he came in and doubled the motor fuel tax, and now he's sweeping funds from the motor fuel tax that was intended to be for our infrastructure for other things. So,
I think people would be shocked to learn the dollar amount in our own local government fiscal budgets where we have to cover the expenses of unfunded mandates. It's never ending, and it falls on deaf ears. They'll tell you they're listening, and then they're going to continue to do exactly what they want to do. So it's frustrating. Anyway, I digress. Seek a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn until Tuesday evening, June 16th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're adjourned until we meet again.